honored guests, parents, family members, friends, teaching staff, and most importantly, grads. Good morning and welcome to the 2020 Vincent Massey Convocation Ceremony. I'd like to begin the morning by taking an opportunity to acknowledge with respect the history, spirituality, and culture of the peoples with whom Treaty 1 was signed and the land upon which this building and the schools of Pembina Trails School Division resides. We acknowledge our responsibility as treaty members and honor the heritage and gifts of the Métis people. We commit to moving forward in partnership with Indigenous communities in a spirit of collaboration and reconciliation. My name is Tony Carvey, and I cannot tell you how pleased and proud I am to be principal of this great school. The 2019-2020 school year has been a remarkable and unique school year filled with twists and turns and unexpected events that have stretched us and challenged us all as a staff and a student body. That being said, it was certainly a year to remember, and outside of the unfortunate circumstances with regard to the COVID pandemic, the bigger reason that it will be a year to remember is because of this talented, gifted, and hilarious group of young people that are convocating today, as well as the outstanding group of teachers and staff I get to work with on a daily basis. Each and every one of them reminds me every day why I love our great school the way that I do. I'm proud to say that we have a wonderful and dedicated professionals on our staff that work their absolute hardest each and every day to give you an incredible high school experience. Whether this is through the work they do in their classes or through the thousands and thousands of volunteer hours they put in every year to all of the extracurricular programs that we have to offer. As well, our educational assistants, office staff, and custodial staff all work tirelessly to support our students at Vincent Massey. Unfortunately, we have to say goodbye to a few staff this year, each who have left an important imprint on our lives. To Mr. Klapik, Madame Romaldo, Miss Kilty, and Mrs. Wall, our wish for you is that whatever your next adventure entails, it brings you as much happiness and joy as you have brought to us over the years. As most of you are aware, I too am in my final year at Massey and will be retiring at the end of this school year after 6 awesome years as your principal. It is extremely hard to leave a place that's become such an important part of who I am. To all of you students, I enjoyed our 3 or 4 years together, and it's with pride and admiration that I get to graduate this last group of Trojans this year. I can honestly say that you've certainly made the last few years at Massey memorable ones, and believe me, I will never forget this wonderful class of graduating seniors. Grads, it'd be easy to spend this time I have to speak to you reviewing the exciting, crazy, wonderful, and need I say, colorful times we've had together these past 3 or 4 years. Talking about provincial championships, national awards in the arts, the various trips overseas, or the hundreds of thousands of dollars that you've earned in scholarships and awards this year. But seeing how this is probably the last time I get to speak to you, I'm going to take advantage of this opportunity to share with you what I believe are some important things for you to consider as you move into this next exciting stage of your life. Wow, what a strange time we have been living through these past 3.5 months. I don't know about you, but back in early March when I first heard on the news conversation about what was back then known as a coronavirus, I have to be honest, did not take it that seriously. I just could not get my head around the fact that this thing could actually impact us here in Canada in a way that would close our schools and infect thousands of people. I truly believe that people were overreacting and that everything would return to normal in the matter of just a few days. Even after classes were suspended, everyone I spoke to, I still assured it was just a matter of time before we'd be returning to regular classes. Boy, was I wrong. So, as I've been working on this speech the past few weeks and thinking about what I want to share with you all today, I can't help but reflect back on what COVID has taught me about living life to the fullest, and how these lessons truly span not only life during a pandemic, but life in general. And even though I'm sick and tired of talking about and thinking about COVID-19, and I really want to focus on celebrating you all as awesome Massey grads, I'm asking you to listen closely to a few quick words around the lessons that I have learned from COVID-19 that hopefully you can relate to and may potentially impact your life in a positive way moving forward. Let's call this Carvey's Crazy Convocation COVID Challenge. This challenge comes with 3 lessons. Lesson number 1, recognize we are all connected. Lesson number 2, we will rise to the challenge. And lesson number 3, choose to be present. So bear with me as we explore these 3 lessons a little deeper. Lesson 1, recognize we are all connected. I remember when I first heard about this new virus showing up thousands of miles away from us in foreign countries and thinking that this was an issue for others. People living thousands of miles away from here, not in Canada. If I've learned anything from this situation, it is the statement that the world is getting smaller. It is so true. We need to recognize that everything we do can have an impact on not only those that are closely connected to us, but also to individuals across the planet. Each one of us, every day, in ways that we are not even aware of at times, are positively or negatively impacting the lives and futures of everyone else in this world. Knowing this, we have a responsibility to make good choices about our impact and recognize that taking our education serious and working hard to better our world is a real and important part of being connected to the universe. I believe that you've all been fortunate to receive a wonderful high school education here at Massey, and you have shown by your actions and behaviors these past few years you are ready to make a difference. Continue to grow and learn and experience life in a way that gives back to the greater good. Each one of you have gifts to share with the world, and I know that you take that responsibility seriously. We are all connected. We will forever be connected to each other as a class of 2020, graduates of the best school in the city, and members of a group of alumni who already are changing the world. Don't forget as you leave this school behind that you are now connected to a broader world, one that is awesome, but needs each one of you to make your mark on it. As Nelson Mandela tells us, what counts in life is not the mere fact that we have lived, it is what difference we have made to the lives of others that will determine the significance of the life we lead. Lesson number 2, we will rise to the challenge. Massey pride, catchphrase, or reality of what we've come to know about what is true in the class of 2020. You grads have continued to amaze me with how you attack life, whether it's on the court, the field, the stage, in the classroom, or on TikTok. Congratulations on all of the contributions you've made to continue to make Massey such an amazing school. When you first came to Massey and sat in those bleachers on the first day of grade 9 or 10, I said to you that it was a privilege to be in those bleachers, and I meant it. You went on to prove to me that your time here that yes, you accept the challenge of being a role model for other students. You may have had a bit of a rough start, grade 9 immersion, but all of you, maybe I should say most of you, rose to the occasion and very quickly realized that you had a responsibility to embrace what it means to be a Trojan. And then, through learning from home, it was so powerful and meaningful for me to be able to pop into your online Teams meetings and say hello and recognize that even though you were not able to be in class in person, you were committed to your learning and would continue to work through what you needed to do to be successful in your courses. I shared with you grads my own personal experience in the video I sent to you in April about my own grad story. Here I am 40 years later, and I remember it like yesterday. The day Mount St. Helens erupted, my senior year was disrupted very much like yours. I had no typical convocation, no dinner dance, no safe grad party with my friends. But similar to what I know is happening for many of you, we found a way to celebrate and to be celebrated for the wonderful accomplishment of graduating from high school. You should be proud of the way you've overcome the challenges of the last 3 months. No one would choose to have this happen, but the reality is it again gave you, as resilient young people, the opportunity to show the world that you are up to the challenge and will not only survive, but go on to thrive and use this experience as a springboard to so many new and exciting adventures. When we least expect it, life sets us a challenge to test our courage and willingness to change. At such a moment, There is no point in pretending that nothing has happened or in saying that we are not yet ready. The challenge will not wait. Life does not look back. Pualo Colo. I applaud you, grads, as students and young adults who will overcome, who will succeed, who will go on to do great things and make the world around you a better place. You have and will continue to rise to the challenge. Lesson number 3, choose to be present. Okay, let's get real. So far I've told you to recognize we're all connected and have encouraged you to rise to the challenge. Now for the really hard part. Choose to be present every day, every moment. There is nothing more important right now, this very moment, that what you are doing and where you are. Embrace the challenge of being in the moment. Say goodbye to the distractions and disruptions that come your way and focus on the here and now. If we learn nothing else from the COVID pandemic, it's that life can be short and things can change in an instant. Make a commitment to forget the past. You can't change it. Ignore the future. You can't predict it. But live for the now. The present is a gift. Inspirational speaker and life coach Rashid O puts it this way: your words, your thoughts, intentions, and actions today are your best hope, comfort, building blocks, and insurance for tomorrow. But it is now alone that is guaranteed. Tomorrow is a dream, a maybe, a potential gift. It's now, not tomorrow, where happiness and fulfillment live, awaiting your discovery. It's all this that will make each extra day that may arrive extra special and rich. You have the tools to make every day extra special and rich. Use them to your advantage and embrace the challenge of being present in the moment. This doesn't mean that we won't experience bad days, loss, and heartbreak, but hopefully it means that we can face any circumstance with the ability to grow and learn from it, to recognize that difficult moments are opportunities to continue to develop into the person I am supposed to be. Be patient with yourselves. I have seen your greatness. Whether your next steps involve going to university, college, travel, work, or whatever, it will be what it is to be. Let it happen, and when it does, live for each moment. As Malcolm X put it, education is the passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to those who prepare for it today. You've been blessed with an excellent high school education. For some, your formal education may be over. For others, it may just be beginning. Either way, what is most important is now. And so I conclude with this. Recognize we're all connected. We will rise to the challenge and choose to be present. As graduates of Institute Collegiale Vincent Massey, you've been given a precious gift. Embrace this gift and go out and change the world. I have loved being your principal, and I look forward to hearing all about the awesome things you will continue to do. Thanks for making my last few years at Massey so special. I thank you for your attention. You guys really are an amazing group. I wish you all a great adventure on the road ahead. Be safe, take care of each other, and enjoy the moment. Thanks.